If you watch this video, my hope is that you will join along and also move your body. My hope is that this video isn't just something you just simply watch laying there in the bed, but as long as you're laying there in the bed, this video will, or the couch, wherever you happen to be laying or sitting, this video will inspire you to realize that you don't have to necessarily do anything hardcore when you're trying to relearn how to listen to your body. You can just simply be wherever you are and use those moments to listen in. You can do a crunch right where you are. You can do a stretch right where you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. In this video, I'm going to be listening to a podcast. And while I listen to the podcast, I'm going to be taking the opportunity to check in with my lower back and my hips and my legs, because that is an area that I have that I don't tend to pay attention to as much anymore. I used to be a body-mind listener and help people with their bodies and do my own dancing and checking in all the time, a long time ago. But for the last decade, I spent a lot of time ignoring my body and just watching shows or listening when I had time to rest. Pretty much ignoring my own body, and my body's stiffened up over the years. But I've become re-inspired to start checking in and listening to my body again. And as I go on my own journey, I'd like to take you along my journey with me, or have my journey be a part of your journey as well, inspiring you to also check in and re-listen to your own body as well. Our bodies are beautiful things, and often in this current day and age, we tend to ignore them and not pay attention as much. We've often lived in a world where we don't listen to our body. So my hope with this channel is to create a world where we do listen to our body, continuously checking in every spare moment we have. I put the nightshade on my eyes because even though I turned on the light for you guys in this video so that you could see my body and share this experience with me, I personally do not like a lot of light, especially when I'm listening to my body. So I like to listen to podcasts and things, but I also at the same time like to take the opportunity to check in with my body. So I like to darken my eyes so that I can focus a little bit more on my body. Now I'm folding a pillow over to help stretch my back out, because my goal is to learn how to be able to do back bends again someday. But I have to start slowly, stretch simply, easily, just stretching my body, getting used to my back being stretched this way. Do not recommend it for everyone, because if you have a back injury or lower back injury, this can aggravate it. So only put a pillow under your back if it helps you, or if you find that your body's okay with it. But don't do anything that will actually cause pain to your body in an aggravated way. Just do what your body is comfortable with. If you can, lift up one leg and then the other, just checking in, seeing how much you can lift your leg. You can do this in your chair, couch, wherever you are. Please do participate. I also recommend wherever you are, if you can put your arms over your head. And I'm twisting my hips back and forth. Notice that I keep my top part of my body as still as I can, and I'm just working on my lower part of my body. Just the hips, kind of like a belly dancing. Moving back and forth. Except laying down. And please do remember to lift your arms over your head every now and then. Stretch open your back. Side to side, moving back and forth. If you want, you can do your shoulders, not your hips. I'm not having you watch this video so that you do exactly what I'm doing. It's to inspire you to check in. I find that twisting my legs side to side while my body lays flat helps to stretch open my back a little bit. The whole goal of this, though, isn't to do exactly what I'm doing, but to do your own stretch of what feels good for you. Twist open. To open up your body, to open up your chest, to open up your back and your hips. Get some blood flow in there. When you're first beginning to move again, learning how to move again, you don't necessarily have to go to the gym, because what happens if you go to the gym and you're not ready? You go for a few days, you get exhausted, a few weeks even sometimes, or even a few months, and then you stop. My goal is to make it so that no matter where you are, you get into the habit of just checking in, listening, lifting a leg up whenever you can. You can be standing, waiting in line. Lift a leg up. Laying in bed, on the couch, sitting in a chair, just lift your bag, twist it around, side to side. Just move it around a little bit. Soften as you can. Make it a habit. Whenever you get up or you're resting, or waiting, or listening to something, you take a few minutes to just check in. Moving it around. If you leave your hips there one side and then you twist over to the other side while you check your podcasts, that also helps stretch open your back. Even if the motions are just super small, just little tiny movements to get the blood flowing through your spinal cord. Keep it open and moving. Again, I like to lay flat there, just twist open side to side. And I'm not doing any hardcore exercises here. I'm just constantly checking in this whole time as I listen to this podcast. If you'd like, we have our own podcasts that we offer on Spotify. All the conversations can be a little controversial or funny. There are lots of pauses where there's just quiet, because we don't edit out any of the quiet spots. You can take every one of those quiet moments, if you're listening to one of our podcasts, to do a deep listening in your body. One of my long-term goals is to learn how to get myself to be comfortable doing back bends again. I'm starting off simple and small. My back has been very tight. I just want to get comfortable and used to stretching open my back on a pillow, lifting up my gluteus. I find that when I lift up my glutes, it helps with my sciatica. And I build up and work on my glutes, it lessens the times that my sciatica pops up. You can see my fingers go up one side, up the other side. It really is like belly dancing. Like a little shake, shake, shake. You could be sitting, standing, laying down, wherever you are. Please participate a little bit. Not to do exactly what I'm doing. Just any time you watch an exercise video or somebody working out. The point isn't necessarily to do exactly what they're doing. If you're doing one where you're learning the lessons, maybe you want to do exactly what they're doing, but more the point is for you to check in with yourself. Check in with your body. Rotate, do circles, your hips. Do a crunch. Every time you do a crunch, you don't have to do a whole bunch of crunches many times in a row. When you're first learning, first checking in, if it's been years since you've checked in, like it has been for me, you want to start off easy and small. You want to make it a habit to check in constantly throughout the whole day, not just saving movement for one part of the day. Sure, it's great to go work out for one part of the day and maybe get your cardiovascular going. But it's important to be moving and checking in throughout the entire day. You first wake up, you can do these movements. Just check in before you get out of bed. When you're sitting at the computer, just check in while you're there. You have to do a lot of standing for your work, or just when you're standing waiting for somebody. Just check in, lift up a leg, move it to the side, rotate it all around. It might look a little funny if you're out in public, but it's okay. Maybe it'll inspire somebody else to do the same. Maybe it'll become normal for everybody while they're standing around waiting to be checking in and lifting a leg. I like a lot of hip movement because I found that my spinal cord, I started listening to some belly dancing, got inspired by I can't remember her name right this minute. I said her name's Norton. I'm sure I'm pronouncing her name correctly. So I've actually watched a couple of videos on belly dancing. Although I don't do their motions because I found that my back was hurting to duplicate their exact motions. Because my back isn't ready yet. I have to loosen it up and get ready. So just moving, checking on my legs. I'm not quite ready to do all the full workouts. I'm likely to injure myself this time. So I'm just starting off small. Listening to a podcast. I flip over to the side, just lifting a bit, checking it, rotating it. Even while I'm doing redoing the audio for this one, I'm right at this moment checking in with myself. Just moving the leg, twisting it, rotating the foot, back and forth. Body does better when it's circulating, helping to circulate. When it's stiffen up, it gets stiff. My mom, bless her heart, she stopped moving as she gets older, as many older people do. And I can see it. It's harder for her to rotate her whole foot, her whole leg. Please, I ask you that if you're watching any video, any exercise, any show, that you periodically just connect to your feet, your toes, move them around. Can't tell this with the shadow, but even when my leg was down, I was moving my toes, my ankles, my feet. Every excuse I can find to move. No, freely. When I am watching a show, I tend to get really involved with the show and forget to move. Although I've been watching a lot of Hulu and Prime where they have commercial breaks, and during the commercial breaks, I try to remember to move. It's actually really hard for me because I was in the habit of not moving during that time, just laying down and closing my eyes, resting my eyes. But after a decade of not listening to my body, I want to get back into listening to myself. And I hope it'll inspire you to also listen to your own body as well. I love you folks. And I love if anybody's still listening and still here, taking the time to check in with their own body. I love that you're doing this. And if you want actual one-on-one company and like to join me on a Zoom, I have a way for you to contact me now, and I'll post the phone number, hopefully. It costs money to call the phone number in the afternoons and evenings. But if you like, you can set up a discount, or join on a Zoom, or just over the phone. For one-on-one things, I will ask that you make it so that you pay a higher price for that one-on-one time. No, it's not completely one-on-one because I usually have my family interrupting, but you get as much of their attention as you can get. But I was also thinking of having group sessions where or just watch these videos. Remember to check it and listen to your body. So much love. You are okay. You are wonderful. You're wonderful for just considering the idea of checking in. Twisting your leg. Twisting your back. Slowly, gently, feeling around the entire time that you do so. You put a hand on the spots that ache, that hurt. Breathing into that spot. Checking in. Now, if you can, roll onto your stomach, lifting your arms up. This is the yoga. People who do yoga or you've done yoga in the past, you might not remember the name of it. It's like a dragon yoga pose or something. It's been a while since I knew my yoga names. You can do a plank, that's fine too, but this, what I'm doing is for the purpose of just stretching. I'm getting my spinal cord. I hope that you're doing the same. Finding a place. If you're not bed around, just get on the side of a table. Stretching, arching your back a little bit. Even if you don't have a pool, you could do this stroke like as if you're in a pool, stretching your arm over your head. Just lifting it up. Moving it around. Right behind you, rotate it away. I love you. You're amazing. You're amazing for just trying. Consider. Did you know that it is good for your brain, even if you're just watching an exercise video? Some part of your brain apparently sends signals to the muscles, and it helps the muscles. I don't know if this is true. Maybe you can look this up. Remember, if you're first getting back into movement, to do the movement slow, gentle, always listening along the way. Just experimenting, checking out different movements. What works for you? What works for somebody else may not work for you. What works for you may not work for somebody else. As you can tell, I have pains in my lower back, so I'm sitting there massaging my lower back. It's important whenever you feel a muscle ache or pain to add it where you put a hand on it and acknowledge the pain. Give it a little loving attention, breathing into it, healing it with your hands. I do offer personal, if you live in the same city as I do, to come to the house, but then I will really charge phenomenal like there. I used to be a therapist where I was working on people with my family around, always with my family around, and I often did a lot of work for free, but now I'm in a situation where I do actually have to pay some of the bills. We're trying to save our home. We're trying to save up enough. We figure out how to raise up $5 million. That'd be great. I'd also like to save my family's property. So we're trying to, not just for being able to keep living in our own home, but also to save little bits of my family estate, and also to help other people with saving their land. So we're hoping to raise up $5 million to regenerate land, grow food forests on it. And mostly just living. So if you do want a personal, actual, at my home there, where I wouldn't be massaging because I'm no longer allowed to do massage therapy, but I would just put my hand on the spot that's aching. Just wiggling around your legs. If you want, you can imagine putting my hands on the spot that aches in your body. It's about the sitting room. Mostly I'd like you to put your own hands there. Just listen in. Reminding yourself that you are loved, that you love yourself, you care about yourself. You care about checking in on yourself. You are loved. Remember to keep moving and dancing, lifting your arms over your head as much as you can, wiggling your legs, whenever you have a chance to move, check in with your hips, your spinal cord, your back, your neck. Just checking in whenever you can. We live in a world where very few people learn to listen to their body. My son and I would like to create a world where it's listening to your body as often as you can. A body listening world. And then someone to check in with themselves, body, whenever you're feeling emotions, whenever you're waiting, whenever you're listening to something, whenever you're being, just existing. Check in and listen to your body. Move your muscles. My mom, bless her heart, she moves very little now. She is out in the garden, so she still is active, more active than some people. But she still doesn't check in with her body as much as I'd like. Just a wiggle, shake. Something simple. You can do micro movements, big movements. It doesn't matter. As long as you're listening and checking in. Even if the only movement is just breathing and checking in with your breath. When you're done moving, you're done stretching, using your core muscles. Check in with your heart. I'm doing hers, just different versions of a push-up. I can't do a full push-up right now, but I will be able to. But I'm starting simple. I'm working my way there. Just simple push-ups. Yes. Even though I don't use my full body weight, I'm using part of my body weight. As often as you can, put some weight on your arms. We forget to strengthen our arms by putting just regular weight on it. Next time you're in bed, do the doggy bag. Back, hips, bottom, shoulders, your head. You can do that when we're sitting down. Or laying down on the couch. Just take a moment to wag. Wiggle, waggle. Check in. Love yourself. You are loved. Even if we get to forget to love yourself, the universe loves you. Listen to the universe. Connect yourself to yourself. Connect your mind to your body. Connect yourself to the nature and world around you. Listen to the room. Listen to your body. Wiggle, waggle, move. Shift your weight side to side. And run your arms, your hands, shift your weight. Experiment. And when you get a chance, you can sit up and feel your body having been lengthened. Lengthening your body as much as you can. Getting the oxygen in, blood flow to the different joints and body parts. Being gentle and kind to yourself. Feeling the love of the universe. You are safe to allow yourself to feel your feelings. Don't necessarily act on your feelings. Just feel happiness or sadness, pain, even your anger and your rage, even your glory and happy and celebration. It is safe for you to feel, to connect yourself. Connect to the essence of life, your being, who you are, what you are, why you are. Thank you for joining me for this time that I took to check in with myself. I hope you checked in as well. Small rotations, shoulders, pelvic, back, and neck. Stretching your arms over your head. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being an audience member. I hope you subscribed. And I hope you'll share this with others. Inspire them to also. Thank you for letting this video play itself out. I appreciate your helping us out for their own lives. By being inspired, by listening and checking it. And you go out to the world and check in with yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for opening up yourself to me, letting me open myself up to you. Get a sip of water and enjoy life. Thank you.